Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a relationship, friendship, bond. Actually, I don't see it as romantic. I'm just going to see with what energies are available for this bond. They are currently two actors that are working on the webtoon coming to a series that is called Nevertheless, that it's quite popular. I have been watching also the last two episodes, and it's a really good series so far. So we're talking about the actor Song Kang and the actress Han So-hee. So I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. So we're going to talk about this duo, about how they feel about each other, and the nature of the relationship, if there is some, besides work. So let's see what we have. On the left, I placed Song Kang, and he got the Princess of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So definitely, I see him seeing her as someone that had to fight a lot or had to defend herself a lot in order to be where she is right now. So probably she is someone that had to put a lot of effort, and I think that when I mean with effort, not only physically, I think that it has to do with the intellectual part. I think that she had to educate herself a lot, and that for her the resources or the possibility maybe to study, I don't know if she studied arts or some kind of career that actually nourished her as the actress we see today. But I see her like really, at least the way he sees her, like this person that puts a lot of efforts into knowledge, into becoming a better version of herself, and also at the same time defending her craft and also defending herself. So I think that also here next to the page of swords we have the five of swords also. That the five of swords, sometimes it talks about defeat, about feeling defeated. So probably she did have to fight a lot to get the roles that she had gained. I don't know if she, I don't know her previous works. I think she acted on The World of the Married, of Married Life or something like that. I watched that series. Actually, I prefer the British version, the original one, but it was okay. I think that definitely with the defeat card, I think that for her it wasn't easy to get the roles that she got or the opportunities. So she puts a lot of effort and she puts a lot of attention to details. At least this is how he sees her. Like always, like studying her lines, always perfectioning herself, always like a constant apprentice, like always learning, like always being ready to fight for a role, because I think that nothing has been easy for her. So I see her like that. He sees her like very studious, like very committed, and also here with the last card, that is the Three of Pentacles, that it talks about teamworks and the ability of being really good at working as a team with the people she works with. So probably this also was one of the reasons why she got the opportunities that she's having today, because she had a great chemistry or a good relationship with the people that she had worked with in the past. She has like this kind of reputation of being really nice to people she works with, being really polite and considerate. But at the same time, the way I see here all these sorts elements, I think he sees her like this person that, yes, she's really smart and she's very committed to her craft, but at the same time, I think he sees her like a bit cold in the sense that he cannot like figure her out in the sense that she is so committed to her craft and to actually make a career for herself that I don't see her like inspiring him some interest about her emotional side or her, I don't know, romantic side. I think that for him, he sees her like this very studious, very committed, very driven person, and someone that wants to be a better version of herself, and someone that is always defending her craft and also her experience and her talent. But I think that she has a long way to go as an actress. And so I think that probably what he sees in her is that she is so focused on making things right, or probably on building on connections and being really good to not disappoint others, that it's not easy to see other side of her, maybe like a warmer side. um, Probably the skinship and everything that you see on camera and that it's on the script, obviously, it's all work and it's their talent showing, obviously. But actually, from what he shows me, I don't think she is that emotionally. I think that she can be emotional, in that she probably is, because I believe she is a Scorpio. So definitely she could be very emotional. But I think that when it comes to work, she right now wants to do things right. I think that I don't know, but I also get this feeling about her. Like, not many people know what she had to go through to be where she is today. Like, she really had a hard time getting opportunities for herself. So if she is shining today, it's because of this attitude of her, of always trying to be a constant learner, be a constant apprentice, being always humble enough to be like, oh, I have to perfectionate myself, I have to be better, I have to do better. And she can be a bit harsh on herself, like a bit critical. But I think that probably she had a few experiences that weren't that pleasant, and probably she was rejected a lot. So maybe this has to do with this attitude of trying to preserve her job and also trying to build like a good image of herself. So let's see how she views Song Kang. In the side of Han So-hee, I see that she got the cards of the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Five of Cups. So definitely she has a huge respect for Song Kang. She sees him like some kind of authority figure. Like, he has this kind of presence as this person that it's, at least in the way she sees him, as being really experienced, as being someone very knowledgeable, someone that knows a lot. And that when you are in his presence, it's like you can tell how professional he is. And at the same time, he's also very proud and he's someone that he had conquered a lot of fears and prejudices also against him. He had also gone through a lot of moments of people actually being critical toward his performances, but he is now in a place where he feels more seasoned, he feels more comfortable, he feels like he doesn't feel like he is at his best potential, but I think he doesn't feel the pressure to always be that harsh on himself. I think I see him a bit more relaxed, and actually I see him in at least the way she shows me how she views him, is that she has this kind of aura. He has this kind of charisma that you just respect him. I don't know why. And it's not about the looks. It's not about the physical attributes and the fact that he's a really handsome man. There's something about he has a very calm nature, but at the same time there's something about him that is very assertive and that it's very masculine at the same time. It's very dominating. Probably when you are working with him on some scenes, she can feel this kind of a strong presence of him that it can be a bit overwhelming, um, because like I said, it goes beyond the fact that he is a handsome man. It's more powerful than that. It's more about charisma, and it's more about being magnetic. So, and I think that he carries that traits very, very close to his heart. And also the fact that she sees him as this hierophant. You know that when I did a personal reading for him, a personality and general reading for him, that if you haven't watched it, please go check it out. Um, I talked about how I was able to pick up something about his energy of being part of some kind of society or some kind of doctrine, or I wouldn't say it's religious, but it has to do with his background, that it's very disciplined and it rules his lifestyle. And this is why he tries to be very organized with his choices, even though he is a young man and he obviously has the looks, he has the influence, but he's not that wild as people would think that he would be with all his options available. I think he takes care a lot of himself and of his image. I think because it's like he has people around him. I believe that probably is his family that actually has raised him that way. Probably they had like pass on to him some traditions or something like that that somehow make him feel like he is religious, or that it's not that he's religious, it's just that he has a kind of dogma, he has a kind of lifestyle that it's very that it talks about the way he was raised, and that actually it makes him like he is part of some kind of community or society that is not known to everyone. And here, seeing that the first card that she got from her side, how she views him, how she sees him, is the Hierophant. So there's like some kind of tradition here, or an institution, or something that actually lets me know that he has a kind of, there's something traditional about the way he behaves, and that he is like he he has a different kind of style of other people. That's why I think that every move he does is very calculated. He's not that wild or crazy actor or celebrity, that just goes around and do what he wants because he could. But I think that no, I think that actually he does his work and he just packs his things and he just goes. But definitely with the Five of Cups here, that is the less card. She is because I believe she is a Scorpio. There's something about his emotional nature, because you know that I mentioned that he sees her like being a bit cold, and actually she sees him like this wounded child, like this wounded person. Um, and she is a Scorpio, so she could be very intuitive and actually being able to catch that in his energy or his aura, especially if she has to share all these moments of being very close to him, of closeness. And probably she can like absorb his energy, or that there's something behind um, that magnetism that he has, or that confidence that he has, that actually is not that perfect, and that actually you can see that he feels a bit insecure. And I would say that he sometimes feels a bit tormented, like torn, like there's something he regrets so much about his life or his past decisions, probably. So I don't know, but she's able to see that in him. So she it's like she sees his energy, like, even though he is handsome, and even though he's funny, and he's very talented, and he has a lot of he has a great attitude, and at the same time she sees him like this powerful person. Like, probably he has this kind of celebrity vibe, when you meet someone and you are like, oh yes, this person was born to be a star, or something like that. I think that she definitely sees him like achieving a lot more than what he is doing right now. Probably she had been watching his work and admires him a lot. But at the same time, when it comes to his real person, or probably what she had seen of him, there's something about him that she's like, oh, he's broken, or like he's someone that dwells a lot on the past, that always is looking at the past, and is always looking at the things he had lost, instead of seeing the possibilities of the future. At least this is how she sees when it comes to emotions, when it comes to feelings, not opportunities, like material things. Um, Probably he could have had like I don't know, a heartbreak, or like a very traumatic breakup, or some kind of failure when it comes to his his romantic life. Um, but yes, there's like this wound from the past, and this is how she sees him. So probably even though she can be a bit cold and also very career orientated, he also has these insecurities as well. It's not just her. And then the cards that came out for the relationship as an overall, we got the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Judgment. So obviously they will put a lot of effort, and a lot of themselves, and a lot of passion in the scenes. So you know that we have seen only 2 episodes, and we definitely know that these episodes are going to be pretty heated, pretty sensual from what we can see. Obviously, it there's like a very high sexual tension in there. So I think that they will definitely give their all to keep that fire burning. To actually show the audience this to show the audience what they want, to give the audience what they want. The audience want to consume this kind of content, because sometimes when you watch K-drama, romance K-drama, sometimes, even though it has adults in the plot, sometimes you can see that the storyline goes really slow, and you probably are lucky if you get like a kissing scene in the episode, I don't know, 15. So them starting really passionate, and really like with the scenes that has a lot of skinship in the first, obviously you can tell that they have to put a lot of their own passion. So I think that this this kind of work, this kind of role that they are getting also is very different, and it's also helping them connect with their own inner fire, with their own inner desires, their own uh, pos- with their own ability to be sensual or to be sexual with each other. But of course, here when we see that the six of Pentacles is here, we can talk that this obviously has to do with putting passion, but into the work. This is why the Pentacles are here, to remind us that this has to do with delivering a project or actually making a project come true. So I wouldn't say it's something emotional that they are going to be like falling in love, because I don't see it. But anyways, the last card, it's the Judgment card. So the Judgment, it means like a real transformation, and also like an awakening, an awakening of you feeling a bit more aware, of you reaching some kind of awareness. So I think that definitely for them, these interactions is not going to go unnoticed, in the sense that um, it could potentially like make them feel passionate towards each other, especially because they will share so many scenes with a skinship that, that, as I was saying, it's not very common for K-dramas plots. So I think that probably the fact that they will be sharing a lot of these scenes very often is going to be an eye-opening situation where they will be like really comfortable with doing this with each other. So probably there could be like something igniting in there, like some passion. I don't see feelings, but definitely the magnetism is there, and obviously the skinship is there. But um, let's see how far they can actually act on this, because I can say that yes, they could have like been really like attracted to each other because of all the time and all these scenes that they have to do. But I think that what it's a mystery is whether if they are going to do something about it, like in the sense that are each of them going to come out of their shells and actually be frontal and be outspoken about it and being like honest and like, oh yes, I like you, or are they going to go their separate ways? Obviously, this job, this series is going to mark a new beginning, a new chapter for them. It's going to be really meaningful for their careers and for themselves. So probably this is going to be really important. This is why I think that they are giving their all. They are giving a lot of themselves, because they want to give the fans, and they want to give the audience like a very authentic kind of representation. I think that I had talked about this with some friends, with the fact that I had gone through a similar situation with someone that had the characteristics of the Song Kang's character, especially after the first time I broke up with my first the first official boyfriend, or the long-term relationship that I had, and I came across an individual with these characteristics, and I can tell you guys by experience that everything that you see in Nabi's character, the way she reacts, the confusion, the how intrigued she is, and at the same time how she wants to avoid feeling this way, it's everything you experience with a character like Park Jae-hom. So I think that even I'm sorry to say it, but in real life it's not funny at all. It's not cute. It's not romantic. But well, we are talking about the kid drama here, and we are talking about Song Kang. So obviously, we can dream, we can fantasize about him, and we can continue watching the K drama and trying to pray for the characters to end up together. But when I saw her performance, I was like, I remember talking to a friend, and I was like, this is my story. This is my life story. This is what happened to me. And also the way he portrayed this character, this male, it was very, very similar to how this person would act in order to confuse me or to conquer me or to seduce me. He would do those things. So I'm really amazed by the quality of the acting. So I definitely know and can perceive that they are being really professional here, and that they are taking this series really seriously, because the acting is perfect. It makes you feel anxious, and it makes you feel emotional as well, because she's really good at that acting. I didn't know she was capable of that, but I love her portrait of Navi. So, and the last card that I pull out from the Hidden Realm Oracle is the card of Dreams of a Mermaid. So when we think about a mermaid, the mermaid also talks about the water element and the ocean, the deepness, the profoundness of things, things we dream about, things we fantasize about. So I think that definitely, if they would be able to open up a bit about their emotions, or probably about their emotional needs, or allow themselves to feel something besides the physical attraction, I think that they could definitely be a good match for each other. But yes, they first need to connect with their emotional side. If they have if they don't feel comfortable like allowing this to happen, because they find it that it would ruin their reputation or their work or their professionalism, or I'm sorry, their professionalism, I think that they would just, each of them will go their way. But also, when we think about Dreams of a Mermaid, also we think about fantasies. So obviously it also talks about the fact that not everything is what you think it is by the appearance of it, and that everything can be a bit confusing and elusive. So, and also it can be really enchanting, and it can be really dreamy and really mesmerizing, but at the same time nothing is like what we see. So I think that probably this has to do with the series, that not because we see these very steamy kind of connections between them, it's because they are feeling it. That they could feel something, but they are also working. So I don't see emotional disponibility. I don't see emotions actually. But if they would, here with the last card, that is the judgment, it means that they are going through a change, a transformation, each other. Each of them are going through transformation about their own lives, personal lives. So we will have to see if they have a place and time, and actually if they want to take this to the next level, or if they want just to leave it as a professional relationship. So this is all I have, guys, for Song Kang and Han So-hee. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please, if you do, please don't forget to give it a like. It's really important for me that you do if you watch my videos. And you can just tell me what you think about this, about the plot, about the story that we are just starting to watch, and we are just starting with a few episodes. And so tell me what you think about it. And so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.